इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Over the last 27 years, Franchise India has helped thousands of investors in selecting the right franchise business for them. If you're watching us right now, you are just a few steps behind to take a decision to start your entrepreneurial journey. Stay tuned because in today's webinar, we are excited to introduce you a legacy jewelry brand from Lucknow called HSJ. HSJ is a jewelry brand with a legacy that goes back to 1893, with more than 130 years of trust, purity, and fine craftsmanship. This brand holds a very special honor as the official jeweler to Sri Ram Lala in Ayodhya, which has given the brand national recognition and cultural pride. With flagship stores in Gomati Nagar and Phoenix Palazzo Mall in Lucknow, HSJ has built its reputation by blending heritage with modern design, and which makes it the trusted name in the current generation. And of course, it will always be in everyone's heart. So to talk more about this, I'm joined with the founder and the co-founder, Ankur sir and Vihan Anand, uh, and along with my colleague Aditya Sharma, who's the key account manager for this brand. And but before we talk more about the brand and business opportunity, I would like to inform all the viewers that you also have opportunity to ask questions related to the brand or the business. Uh, in case if you will have any, you please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box, and we will take them all the questions once the presentation is over. Now, I would request Ankur and Vihanan and both. I mean, let's get started with a little bit of your introduction, and then we will move on to the presentation part. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Bharat, for the lovely introduction. It's an honor to be associated with Franchise India, and we're really looking forward to building partnerships with all the investors that are there with Franchise India. We're really looking forward to it. Thank you so much. So I'm Ankur Anand. I'm the director of Harsimon Shyamlal Jewelers. And along with me is my son, Vihan Anand. He is the joint director. I have over 30 years of experience in the jewelry industry, while my son has just joined the business with over 1 year of experience in the industry. He looks after the expansion as well as the back end activities of the company, while I am heading the expansion of HSJ. A brief introduction about us is we've been a legacy family brand from we originated from a small place called Badaयूं in Uttar Pradesh. Then we expanded to Bareilly, to Muradabad, and now we are in Lucknow. We have a very we have very wide presence in Western UP, and now we are further looking to expand this goodwill to Eastern UP, Central UP, as well as other parts of India, North India, as well as all over India. So we are basically, I'm a fifth generation jeweler, and my son Vihan is the sixth generation who has now come in, and we hope to take this 130-year-old legacy forward. So we've been there in the business since 1893. We have the distinction of being one of the first stores in India to start hallmarking in the country. Apart from that, our main blessing has been that we got the opportunity to make the jewelry for Bhagwan Sri Ram Lala on 22nd of Jan 2024. I had the privilege and the honor and the blessings of God to get him ready with my own hands. So everything that you saw on the 22nd was done by me, and in fact my wife. So it was an honor. I think that we've been blessed for generations. So our biggest advantage here has been that we are a completely BIS certified hallmark store. We are very strict about policies like certification, hallmarking, as well as we have the strongest exchange and buyback policies in the country. As you can see, the screen that I've shared, we are a premium luxury brand, which you can see from the picture that is there in the slide. So we are basically, we cater to the masses as well as we cater to the classes. So that is, I think, the biggest advantage that we can give to any franchisee or any partner who would like to franchise with us. Apart from that, another major advantage that we have is that we can customize everything as per the client's wishes. Apart from that, we also give a lot of product support, high-end product support, any kind of product support from the main stores to our franchisee partners. So this will be a very big advantage for the partners to boost up sales, which I'm sure will help us in getting higher margins and giving better turnovers. As you can see in the slide, we basically sell hallmarked gold and diamond jewelry and certified. We also do a lot of polki and gemstones. Now these, is now looking at the future and the price of gold. This is a major segment that a lot of client people are turning to. A lot of buyers are turning towards polki and gemstones, as well as because it is also something that everybody wants to achieve. Apart from that, to make it a 360-degree store so that we cater to every kind of client, we also have a silver section, which again is quite a big portfolio of the store. Another thing is we certainly have premium bridal collections, which I will showcase to you in the next slide. And the biggest thing that I was saying earlier was that we do a lot of customized jewelry also. So there is every opportunity for our team, to cater to every requirement and every demand of a client. We are not just limited to, what we have in the store. Whatever client dreams, thinks of, or whatever client wants to, get made, because now with the new generation coming in, with the Gen Z coming in, it is more of, everybody wants a piece that probably is unique for themselves. Everybody has their ideas, their wants, and their requirements. So we have our design teams. We also have our manufacturing setups, tie-ups, where we can make customized orders according to the requirements of the clients. This is an image of our stores. So all our stores are roughly around 20,000 to 30,000 square feet each, while the smaller format stores are 3,000 square feet. So as you can see, it's a high-end and upmarket store. We would intend to take this high-end premium quality to the clients, the franchisees, as well as the clients all over the country. And our main basically story has been that we've been ethically very, very strong about our purities, about our buyback policies, about our guarantees. So since I'm the fifth generation, I have customers, clients who've been there with HSJ for 5 generations, and I'm looking forward to take that to another 5 generations all over the country, and then probably, if I do get the opportunity and with the help of all my investors, to take it across the globe. So we are here as a legacy brand that has been there to that will always be there. So this is one of the collections that you can see. This is the bridal edit. As you can see, this is something that our jewelry is something that is very different compared to what generally sells in the market, what any other brand is selling. And this helps us to connect as well as acquire general as well as high value clients. So that is our forte, that is our the advantage. We also have a lot of heirloom masterpieces. We also deal with everyday luxuries items, products that are price conscious and price based, pocket friendly, as well as targeting the Gen Z children who want to wear light jewelry, delicate jewelry with some diamonds in it. So we're also doing that, as well as, engagement rings is our forte, where every relation starts from this segment. So I think these are, and engagement rings, because everybody wants to be specific to their choices. Everybody has a dream. Every client has a dream. Every girl has a dream. Every boy has a dream. So we especially customize rings, wedding bands, wedding rings according to the choices of our customers. This again, you can see, this is our Maharani collection. So this basically is more of a bridal, more of a polki. And diamond collection, we're very strong into gemstone jewelry, and for which generally lots of jewelers in the market do not give a strong buyback, but we are very strong on our buybacks for that. We give a 100% buyback for all our jewelry, while the other brands tend to deduct probably a 5% or a 10%. So this is what we give to the client. It becomes our responsibility that it is a security for them for generations. This is we were honored. It's a very interesting story. I had never been to Ayodhya, and on the 1st of January of 2024, I got a call from the trust saying that I would make the jewelry for Bhagwan Shri Ramlala. It was a blessing. We got a timeline of only 15 days. So I happened to ask the head trustee, Shri Champat Rai ji, I said कि आप लोगों ने, क्योंकि मैंने तो कभी apply नहीं किया, but आप लोगों ने कैसे मुझे select किया? This is a very interesting story. I'll just take 2 minutes. So he said कि अंकुर जी, वैसे तो 200-250 jewelers हैं, brands हैं जो all over the country से, पूरे इंडिया से हमें 1 साल से follow कर रहे थे, पर मालूम नहीं भगवान ने शायद आपको ही चुना, उन्होंने हमसे कहा और हमने आपको बुला दिया. So I think this is we've been blessed. We've been blessed by God, and we made his jewelry within 15 days. Another interesting, this is when the trust was explained कि उन्हें भगवान से उन्हें क्या-क्या चीज क्या-क्या आभूषण भगवान के बनने थे. So I just closed my eyes, and I mean, I won't, it's not boasting, it's an experience that I'm even recording, I'm even making a documentary on it. God gave me this lovely vision that how he wants to look. So I think it's a blessing, and I feel very blessed by God, where nothing can go wrong with HSJ, as God is there with us. All this jewelry was made in a span of 15 days. So if technically, if you ask anybody in the jewelry trade, whatever we made for God would have taken minimum 6 to 8 months to make. Without that, less than that, no jeweler in the country would have been able to make it. But with God's blessings, we were able to do it in a time frame of 15 days. Something again that I feel was a blessing from God himself. So as you can see, the most prominent is the mukut. Then we have the tilak. Each piece of jewelry has a very interesting story of how I was able to make it, how we were able to, design them, conceptualize them, of how God wanted them. And I think so we've used the best of qualities in this. We've used the best of gemstones. We've used the best of diamonds, because वो भगवान की jewelry बन रही थी. And to accomplish that feat in a matter of 15 days is a very big accomplishment in the industry, which everybody here was also very surprised. And I think it's all thanks to God's blessings and the strength that we built up over 5 generations. Like I told you, you can customize any jewelry for anyone. अगर हम भगवान के लिए कर सकते हैं तो हम किसी के लिए भी कर सकते हैं. So this again is my store. That's my store at Phoenix Palacio Mall on the right, and this is my Gomti Nagar store on the left, the entrance to it. We are very specific about, we have a lot of inlay work, and because since we are a high-end brand and we would want to take that legacy forward into our franchisee stores, as well as that advantage that a franchisee should have over any other brand. You can see we were specific to detailing, right to the inlay work that you can see to the entrance of our Gomti Nagar store, as well as what you see in front is the lift, again customized. So these are things that we are very specific about, and is a part of our vision.
HSJ's vision is to take our century-old legacy and craftsmanship to every corner of the country. We want to make sure that HSJ is a household name, and our mission is to deliver premium, ethical, elegant jewelry to all segments of society. As my father has spoken, we focus primarily on design to make sure that there's a large accessibility to design for everybody. We also want to build a network of profitable franchise stores and to preserve and promote Indian jewelry on global platforms eventually. So our management team consists of Mr. Ankar Anand, my father, who's the managing director of Harsahamad Shamlal Jewelers. He's also a 5th generation custodian of our legacy. He's a very well recognized jeweler in the industry and alumnus of Hindu College, Delhi University. He combines his academic insights with his technical expertise and his certifications in GIA, Gemological Institute of America, which allows him to uphold to the highest standards of quality in every piece that he delivers to his customers. His belief in variety and superior design has led us as a brand to remain both timeless and continue to remain timeless. We also have Mrs. Kanupriya Anand, my mother, who is a driving force behind our signature customer experience, as we spoke about the store designs, which set us apart from our competition and allow for us to be a different brand while giving the experience of high-end jewelry purchasing to everybody. Vihan Anand is myself. I'm a junior director at Harsahamad Shamlal Jewelers. I primarily focus on operations and management to make sure we have seamless, we don't have any problems in orders. We don't have, our franchisees don't face any setbacks or issues when they partner with us. I finished my education in economics from Santa Clara University, California, which allowed me to see how technical and numerical expertise can be put into an industry like jewelry in India. We also have Ms. Navya Anand, who is the Chief Marketing Officer of Harsamut Shamla Jewelers. She focuses on bringing advertising material and marketing material, which sets us apart from our competition, which shows differently on our hoardings, on our newspapers, our social media, which allows us to stand apart from existing brands.
Now, coming to the industry market dynamics, why we want to expand and what is the benefit for all our franchisees. So as you can see, this is a study that is has been published in the journals. We can see that the jewelry market is currently at around 96, 97 to 100 billion US dollars, which the Indian jewelry market by 2030 is expected to reach $227.66 billion dollars, which we see it more than double in a span of around 10 years. So jewelry as such, now with the gold prices going up, is now a very strong piece of investment is very lucrative for buyers. So over a period of time, what I see is that people will have a lot of trust back into jewelry because of the security it provides, because in our country. So something that will never go out of trend. So jewelry has always been a passion for Indians, for Indian households since time immemorial. And looking at the market forecast, we see it doubling in the next 10 years. So now, if you go, there's further bifurcation of that we done a research on the Indian jewelry demand by the category. So what we can see is here is in 2023, 24, and 2030 on the left, gold contributes to roughly 80% of the sales, while the remaining 20% non-gold means studded jewelry, diamond jewelry, polki, gemstones, everything else contributes to 20%. So this basically keeps varying from jeweler to jeweler depending on how we are pitching ourselves in the market. So like majority of my flagship stores have a 60-40 ratio, while my the smaller stores have a 70-30 ratio. 70% is gold and 30% is studded. Even in gold, it's a lot of antique jewelry, a lot of stones jewelry that sells. Another thing that we see is how jewelry is purchased throughout the year. So 55% of jewelry is done during the wedding season, while the other 50% is divided through the entire year. Now, what we see is these are markers and contributors of the kind of jewelry that sells. So wedding wear is certainly is the major part of sales, which contributes to roughly 55%, which now slowly we can see it going up to, it's gone up to 57% in 2028. Then we come to daily wear jewelry, which is at 30-35%, which has a lot of a lot of repeat clients. And then we have 10% is the 18 karat. So we prominently, and we only deal in 22 karat jewelry, as well as diamonds and gemstones. On the extreme right, you can see how the jewelry has been distributed. Bangles basic form 29% of the sales, 24% is chains. Necklace wear is 17%, while rings and earrings and others contribute to another roughly 30%. So this is also a contribution according to value. So now this is a study based on the drivers which point to market growth for 2033. So as you can see, the Indian wedding market is a major economic contributor with an essential annual expenditure of $130 billion, of which jewelry forms a good amount, as well as the industry annually, we can see is growing at a good, healthy rate of 7 to 8% annually. Then there's, as in tier 2, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities, as women, which are again a major part of our buyers, of our investors, they as they're getting more and more educated, and their disposable incomes are increasing, so they tend to buy better and finer jewelry for themselves.
So we've seen a shift in purchasing patterns. There's a preferred shift from unorganized to the organized sector, which allows people more freedom to go select jewelry and return jewelry, exchange jewelry in multiple different areas of the country. There's also a large middle class growing population, and 55% of the current population is expected to join the middle class by 2025. And this means there's going to be increased wealth, and which will lead to a higher consumption of jewelry in both gold and other forms of investment. The average, according to WedMeGood, which is a very prominent wedding related website, 9% of all jewelry purchases have about 1 crore in spending on jewelry, while another 9% spends between 50 lakhs to 1 crores, 23% spends 25 to 50 lakhs, 19% spends 15 to 25 lakhs, and 40% of the wedding buyers spend up to 15 lakhs on wedding jewelry.
So pointing to this and keeping this in mind, I would also like to put forward that we cater to basically a segment that is right from, let's say, 5 lakh rupees onwards, but a major shift is in this is from 15 lakhs to the 50 lakh rupee range. So if you can add both the totals, it works out to roughly 42%, apart from an additional 20% from the 15 up to 15 lakh purchasing range. So we basically are designed in a way, or we're working in a way that we capture majorly 70% of the market, 70 to 80% of the market. So this is a franchisee model that we are proposing. It'll be a FOCO model, franchisee owned and company operated. We are looking at an area of roughly 2,500, 2,500 to 3,000 square feet. It can be a single floor or it can be 2 floors, 1,500, minimum 1,500 square feet on the ground floor. We are looking basically at an initial capex of 2.32 crores to make the store, to get the store ready with the counters, with the lighting, with the electronics, as well as with the software. We propose a franchisee fee of 8 lakh rupees. That'll be a signing amount. The initial inventory we are looking at is 28.5 crores, of which roughly 22 crores, 21 to 22 crores will be gold. Another 5 crores will be diamond, and 2 crores will be 1.5 crores for 2 crores will be silver, and 50 lakhs will be gemstones. So this would help us cover the entire gamut of clients walking into the store. So we are proposing a revenue share to the franchisee, that is 6.5% of the turnover. So if I can even give you a small breakup on this. So the turnover, basically, let's say if we take looking at the rates of gold, if we take a minimum 50 crores turnover per annum, which is nothing difficult to achieve, which any store tends to do it on their opening year, the franchisee will get a return of roughly 10.38% on their investment. Apart from that, as you can see the rates of gold are increasing at roughly around 10% per annum, which has been which is a documented reality. If you see a 10 plus 10.38, so it works out to a good 18 to 20% return for any franchisee. Now, as the turnover keeps increasing every day, because the older you get in the market, the more the trust builds up, and it has a domino effect. So second year, third year, fourth year, we see a good growth. I mean, I'm taking a minimal growth of 20%. So the following year, if we do a turnover of 60 crores, the franchisee will end up getting a return of roughly 11 to 12%, apart from the growth of gold, which again is an asset of the franchisee. So what I'm looking at on the payback on the capex, that is the making of the store, it should come out within a year, less than a year, while payback on the total investment should come out in 5 years, minimum 5 years. So, and we are looking for a long-term relationship. So minimum we would want to sign a franchisee is for 9 years. Now the store again would be completely run by HSJ, would be completely controlled by HSJ. So the franchisee, it would be very nice whatever the franchisee could put in is to increase the sales, that would additionally amount to a further growth in the revenue for the franchisee. So we're looking at that. And again here, the store setup, the frontage we're looking at is a 20 to 40 square feet. We would prefer taking these are the details that we have of the property. This can vary according to the size of the property and the availability of the property. Preferred floor would be ground floor with good visibility, while the ideal shape would be rectangular square. Store setup would be done by the franchisee, but everything would be catered to by the brand. These are the statutory compliances that are required for making a store. So now we have a major presence offline, but we are also developing an online website so that we can push online sales as well. So now in the first phase, we are looking for franchise partners where we aim to establish around 10 to 15 strategically located outlets across the key cities in India, preferably UP and then North India, so that we can enhance and strengthen our brand's reach as well as our expansion. And it is the basic DNA of HSJ to provide an elevated customer experience. Our policies, our teaching are for the staff is in a way that every client who enters into HSJ gets personally attached to the company. So this is where we are looking for tier 1, tier 2, as well as tier 3 cities. We are open to all places or the entire country. So we're looking at Delhi, NCR. NCR would be Ghaziabad, Noida, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata. That's for a national presence. Pune, Ahmedabad, Jaipur, Chandigarh, Coimbatore, as well as Indore, Bhopal, Nagpur, Patna, Bhubaneswar, Raipur, Guwahati. These are the growing markets, and these are the markets that have a lot of future. While as we're looking at other tier 3 cities like Jabalpur, Madurai, Jamshedpur. So our first and foremost key locations in UP are Gorakhpur, Aligarh, Azamgarh, Ghaziabad, Noida, Kanpur, Allahabad, Prayagraj. So we've done exhibitions in a few of these cities, and we've always got a very good response. We have a presence there. We have clients coming in from these cities to HSJ, either to any of our stores across Western UP, as well as Agra, Varanasi, Bareilly. We're already there. Lucknow, we're here, but we're looking for further expansion in Lucknow also. And then We have Bulandshahr, Jaunpur, Jhansi. Jhansi also we have a lot of clients coming in. So the kind of areas that we're looking at is high streets, commercial markets where there's already a presence of other brands and other jewelers. Not looking at the traditional markets, but at the newer markets, which are more approachable, which are more comfortable for the clients to approach. High streets as well as shopping malls where there are already established jewelry brands there. This is the franchisee partners that we're looking for, are individuals from big business houses having strong sufficient funds for multiple units, partners having significant reputation in the market through existing business in diverse industries. It should be at par with the same kind of legacy that HSJ carries and the same ethics that we have always been carrying with us. Entrepreneurs with strong operational capabilities, partners having real estate group or large property portfolio, traditional family jewelers with standalone stores passed down through generations. These are the reasons that we put forward that you can partner with us. We have a 130-year heritage of legacy and trust, legacy, trust, and heritage. We are the official jewelers. We've been blessed by God Himself. So we are looking forward to take that legacy, and we become a nationally recognized, and in fact, even internationally recognized brand after we did the work for the Ram Mandir. We keep only the finest of materials. We believe in ethical sourcing as well as ethical policies. We are very open. Everything is very open to the client. And certainly, giving an iconic retail experience to the client is a forte. Personalized customer service, where we can, cater everything according to the requirements of the client. We have a loyal clientele base spanning 5 generations. And of course, our collections are very diverse and aspirational. There's a strong franchise support system that we'll be giving, both in products as well as in our guarantees. And of course, we are very active in online marketing, which is the future. We understand the value of that, as well as we'll be also going on digital platforms as well as media. So this is the support that HSJ will provide. We will pre-opening. We will help we will look after the site selection and store setup. We will location selection and approval, assistance in store design and layout, interior and exterior branding. We will do the staff training, complete staff training, as well as at our existing stores, as well as there will be trainees at the franchisee stores at the time of opening who will stay there for a certain period of time to see that operations are smooth. There'll be operational support, store launch and marketing. These are activities that are already planned, and we keep planning them according to the requirement of the city that we're opening in. And of course, there'll be operational support, regular. There will be a franchise manager who will constantly be visiting as well as monitoring these franchisees, along with my son Behan. So he will also be directly accessible. While there's a lot of marketing support, national and digital marketing. Digital, we're already doing. Local marketing, we've been doing it for a very, very long time. And of course, most important is supply chain and inventory management, which will be immediate as per the requirement of the store, of the franchisee store. Technology and systems, we have everything in place. Customer service support, again, is our very strong forte. So we at HSJ, you can see our motto also. It is Chamak Sachai Ki, a lot of transparency and a lot of honesty towards the clients, towards the franchisees. At HSJ, we are not just building stores, we are nurturing trust, heritage, and success. Please join us in spreading India's timeless jewelry legacy and become a part of our next chapter of growth. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Ankur sir, for the detailed presentation. Meanwhile, I would also request everyone who joined this webinar to ask, in case if you have any question, you please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box. particularly in case if you talk about the SSJ, of course, there are a number of reasons why you should, partner with this particular brand. I mean, they have already 130 plus years of of legacy heritage, right? And of course, the loyal customers. They are the official jeweler of Sri Ram Lala, which is, of course, the national pride and the cultural trust. And they have a wide and aspirational product range, catering to bridal, to everyday wearing, to premium segment, right? And also, apart from that, I mean, the most important thing is that they would always be there to support you as the franchisor. So every franchisee gets a robust support from setting up stores to marketing and operational, right? That is what will, of course, be there. Um, there is a question, if you could answer that, what total amount will be required till the time the store comes in profit? I think he's talking about, Mohit is asking about, I think, the monthly sale, I guess. Yeah.
So, as soon as we are able to achieve monthly sales of 3.5 to 4 crores,
Mhm.
the store comes into profit.
All right. And would you be able to give a little bit idea about the sale of your existing store?
So,
Any rough idea, not exact.
I won't be giving off the larger stores, but yes, the smaller format store that we have, which we have designed for the franchisee model,
Mhm.
that store gives us a turnover of roughly around 52 crores.
All right. Okay, great.
Yes.
Uh, and he's also asking how much time will it take approximately? I mean,
So, to achieve a 50 crore turnover, it takes us 1 year right from the day we launch.
right. Okay. Meanwhile, I mean, just wanted to ask, with such a strong legacy, how do you ensure that the brand stays relevant and appealing to particularly millennials and the Gen Z buyers?
So
What do you do?
Bharat, in that we have in our collections, we have a lot of collections for the Gen Z, like our pricing
Mhm.
in Gen Z, which is more oriented towards diamond. We have a pricing like rings that start from 15,000 rupees, and even as for we also have collections that cater to the daily needs of the working woman, of their requirements, as well as our online presence, our marketing is in such a way that we target a lot of Gen Z buyers, because they're the future. We know they're the long term clients. So we have a lot of collections in store that cater to them.
Right. Okay, Akash is asking, is there any minimum guarantee percentage here? Because he joined late, so probably he missed that information.
So the minimum guarantee would work out to roughly 10.5%, apart from the increment in gold. So I mean, if you add that, we are far ahead of the minimum guarantee. That is, if you add the increment in gold, it works out to roughly around 18%.
And the franchise models, I mean, as you said, that it requires almost like 30 crores initial inventory. What measures are in place to ensure that this inventory turns over in the uh, and 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 prevent the dead stock?
So we have a very robust system and a robust inventory management system
Hmm.
that has been developed by us over generations. We follow certain protocols, like it's called an OWS system. Whatever is sold is replenished immediately. We we have a backend system where we keep stocks, which we see what are our high movement stocks. We keep that some of those ready, as well as to ensure that there's no dead stock. We also will have a certain amount of exchange policy for the franchises. It is our ultimately our duty and our endeavor to see to it that the franchisee gets the maximum return on his investment.
And you also said that 6.5% revenue share structure, right? So is that on gross sale or the net profit?
That is on gross sales.
That's on gross.
Yeah, gross sales after discounts and the schemes.
Okay, and what is your plan to support to the supply chain, inventory, logistics? You know,
So,
what is your
Bharat, since we've been for 5 generations in the trade, we have a very strong back office, back end team that sees to it that everything that a franchisee needs reaches the franchisee within the stipulated time, as mentioned in the training modules. So since we have an inventory management system in place, we are very well aware all the time, 365 days a year, of what a store sells and what it needs. So the moment we see a dip in our inventory, that inventory is automatically sent to the franchisee.
Right. And also, I mean, marketing is one of the very important aspects of the business. What percentage of marketing will be centralized, managed by your side versus the local marketing by the franchisee?
So there will be a sharing in
Okay.
the marketing expense. It will not be a major would be done by the brand. A little bit will be done by the franchisee.
Okay. And one of the basic question which we will generally, of course, we are expecting that the brands, I mean, people will compare you with the existing big brands like Tanishq, Malabar Gold, or Kalyan Jewelers, particularly in tier 1 or 2 cities. How would you answer that?
We have God's blessings on our side. We have God with us. Apart from that, we've been there for 130 years, and a lot of we know how to take the legacy forward. We've taken it through 4 different cities, through 5 different stores. Each place we opened as a new brand, and today we are the market leaders in all those places.
Okay. And do you also have, like, what is your buyback policy or the after sales?
Yes. So I think that's something that builds the trust in a brand.
Correct.
Our buyback policies are 100%. We have 100% buyback for gold jewelry. We have 100% buyback for diamond jewelry. Well, there is a case of gemstones. There's a deduction of 15%, which is again far better than what the market gives. And we do not limit our clients to only exchange. We also give them a cash payment return, basically.
Okay. That is of course better than rest of the competitors. Great. There is another question, like, are older design more valuable at HSJ as HSJ provides the 100% buyback guarantee? No idea. I mean, if you can just try.
Could I get the question again?
Yeah, I mean, as I can see here, that are older designs more valuable at HSJ as HSJ provide 100% buyback guarantee?
There is no such case where older design, all the jewelry is equally valued.
Right.
So I think our buyback policies being this strong just allows for our consumers to be able to change their jewelry whenever, with a lot of comfort, without feeling the pressure of deductions and the pressure of the brand reducing the value of their jewelry, of our own jewelry, which we'll take back.
I'll give you, Bharat, a very basic example. Since we've been there for 5 generations, you see, there have been generations that have purchased from us, while there have been generations that have exchanged jewelry from us, as well as there have been generations where somebody's sold back their jewelry to take, to monetize it. So for us to come this far and to carry this entire legacy forward, we are very well aware that any client who comes for a cashback is in some kind of a distress. So it is at that point that we have to be very sensitive towards the client. We sensitize our entire staff how to take care of the client, and there are no questions asked. We take back our jewelry at 100%. So there is no deviation from that. So I think this is why that trust has been there for us.
Right. And what sort of what should be the profile of a franchisee in your eyes? Like, what all qualities that you need someone to become a franchisee of your brand? Any specific that you would like to mention? Like someone already should have prior experience, or maybe like what?
No, we are not looking for any prior experience. That's not our requirement, because since it's a FOCO model, the company will be looking at the administration as the sales of the. We are looking more for an ethical person, ethical clients, as well as people who trust us, who will trust us, and trust our legacy. Then, apart from that, I think we're also looking for people who would be willing to take up multiple franchises. The person should have a good reputation in the market, as well as he should be open to expansions.
Right. Would you also like to talk about the exit policy, or the asset protection, or the conflict resolution? Like
that, we would do it on a one-to-one basis.
All right. Okay. Great. So yeah, in case if anyone would like to get in touch with us, you can connect with Aditya. Aditya has already shared his number in the chat box, number and the email ID. You all can connect with him directly. He's the key account manager for this brand, and he is leading this brand pan India, particularly North in phase 1 right now. So in case if you would like to get in touch with us, you please call him, Aditya, and Aditya can later on plan a meeting with Ankur sir and Vihan, where you can have a deep dive discussion. You can ask all your questions, any doubts, and that is how we will take it further. Right. So I think that's it for the day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and really appreciate Ankur sir and Vihan for joining this webinar. And also my colleague Aditya Sharma. But before we end this, I would really like maybe Ankur or Vihan can take the lead, and any closing remarks from your side for the investors.
Thank you very much for everybody who's come into this meeting. It's a pleasure that you've trusted us and that you wanted to hear us out. We would be very happy, and we would really wish to take this relationship forward. And please do a little research of HSJ, and you will get to know that how strong we are in the market, so that it helps to build up your trust in us. And we are really looking forward to build a relation with everybody who's present here.
Right. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you so much, Ankur, sir, and Vihan, for the lovely presentation, and bringing this a great opportunity for those who want to go into this particular category. I mean, it is one of the great brand legacy. I mean, renowned, right, for the Ramlala jewelry. So lots of things are there, and of course, you can be a part of this webinar, part of this brand, and you just need to get us, call us on the number which we already have shared. Right. So that's it for the day, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. See you tomorrow once again with a new brand, and we'll explore the another opportunity.